We are trying this again. One of these days, I'm going to figure out. I stopped using StreamYard. StreamYard was good for live stuff, but it 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 glitched a lot. But it was real easy to use, but it was glitchy. And I don't know if it was glitchy because of my internet connection or if it was internal with them. But we're going to try this one more time. So hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully we can, try to figure this out together and you don't get too frustrated with me, because I would get frustrated with me. But we're going to go guitar hunting today. Whether you like it or not, we're going guitar hunting, and we're going to go to Dallas today. I guess I don't need to see. Yeah. Let's try this. Let's try this. So, what are we doing? Let's share my screen here. Let's go to the Dallas Craigslist. That's what we're going to do. So, hopefully y'all can see the screen here. Okay. There we go. We're in Dallas. We're going to be going through the Craigslist on Dallas. Now, last time I did this, it went black on me. Hopefully it doesn't go black on me. But if you are in the market for a clarinet, Dallas is the place to go. Irving, Texas, Colinas. You need a clarinet. I don't know anything about clarinets, so I have no idea if these clarinets are good or not. I'm going to stick to what I know. And what do we have here? We have a Martin D41 acoustic that they are asking $4,300 on. That's a terrible price considering they are around a $5,500 guitar. So this looks pretty. And again, one of these guitars are kind of like the same that like of PRS people. PRS people want PRSs to be immaculate. And I'm not saying Martin people are like that, but people who play D41s and D42s and any of these really extremely high-end Martins are going to want these Martins to be impeccably taken care of. All right, no scratches, no dents, no dings. All right, if you're going to spend $5,000 on a Martin, you're going to, he paid $5,600 for it. So he's taking $1,000 hit on this. But it's a nice guitar. I had one of those, and it was so nice that I almost didn't want to play it. I ended up trading it for a 335 that was used by a country music star to write a very popular songwriter. So there's a little story for you. What else do we got here in Dallas? Craigslist. Got a Taylor Koa, $799. Piano, if you need one of those. PRS guitar acoustic here, an SE acoustic from PRS, $800. I never played a PRS acoustic. If anybody out there, are you going to play us a tune? Hey, Rob, how are you? Rob's my boy from Florida. Bought a pedal. He's a great dude. Actually, Rob, I might have a job for you. Might need some backing tracks for a video. I will let you know. But yeah. Let's see. What else we got here? I never played a PRS acoustic. If you have and you like them, please let me know if you've played one of those. Flaxwood. Anybody hear of a Flaxwood guitar? What's this? It's in the shreddy metal Ibanez kind of Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates pickups. It's in that vein of metal slasher guitar. Never heard of it though. Not really my style. Those horns are a little too rounded for me. But if you got $1,500, could be yours. Custom built Fender style Strat. No thanks. Tom Anderson. Never played a Tom Anderson guitar before. Here's a Floyd Rose if you're looking to convert something. Here's one of those composite Martin guitars. These are a good little guitar, man. If you're learning how to play guitar and you need a decent acoustic, you can find these all over the internet at around $500. I got myself one. Let me go grab it for you. You might have seen this on a video that I did, but this is my my Custom X series, and I got this for like $350 from some college student that didn't want to play it anymore. And it is my campfire guitar, pretty much. I bring this to the beach. I bring this on any like school trips that I go on or anything like that. This always accompanies me whenever there's going to be a bonfire or something like that. And I've had this for probably 3 or 4 years. The seams in the middle's coming up a little bit, but all the stickers kind of hold it together. And this guitar sounds great, man. I mean, for what it is, for $300, that was a good deal, in my opinion. So yeah, if you're learning how to play guitar, if you want a decent guitar that's not going to break the bank for your first kind of guitar that you're going to learn on, one of these Road Series Martins is a great choice for you. $575 isn't a bad price, but like new, I think they're like $650. So you might want to hold off on that until you get a better deal. But they are really good beginner guitars for sure. Ibanez bass, banjos. You find a ton of banjos in Nashville where I am. Cymbals, toms, snare drums rather, not toms. Studio speakers, little resonator, dobro. Is there a difference between a resonator and a dobro? Is a resonator all metal and a dobro is like wood and metal cones? Not a lot of guitars on the Dallas Craigslist. Got a Martin Stinger amp. I didn't even know Martin made amps. I'm assuming it's an acoustic amp. More drums. Violin. Ooh, CD player, VCR. Hop on that. Better get your hands on it before someone else does. Marshall foot pedal. There is not a lot of stuff on the Dallas Craigslist to be had here. Fender humbuckers. Who's buying Fender humbuckers? I'll tell you who. Nobody. But if you want them, they're there. $80. Don't buy them. Buy Gibson humbuckers. Buy Seymour Duncan humbuckers. Buy other humbuckers. Ibanez Jackson. Oh, there's a cool like Randy Rhoads looking V thing that somebody put stickers all over. Ooh, look at that case. $300. It could be yours. Washburn Flying V. Here we go. Fender FSR Deluxe Vintage Player 67 Telecaster, $2,000. Let's take a look at this. See what this is about. It's got a nice double binding, kind of like a custom Telecaster or a Telecaster custom. It's got your normal lipstick bridge and lipstick neck pickup, single coil bridge. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Let's take a look at that number there. It's got the number on the neck plate, which typically is like one of those. I don't know what FRS stands for. It's there. It doesn't have the Made in America stamp anywhere, though, which is kind of a little concerning. Typically, you want to see that Made in America stamp somewhere. Let's see what this is. I like that. I like when they do this. I like when they give you a little snippet from a website. Fender Thin Skin 67 Telecaster Deluxe Vintage Player AVRI, which is American Vintage Reissue. That's what AVRI means. Best of both worlds. This rare model has a nice thin nitrocellulose lacquer, blah, 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 blah. Okay, retails for $2,500. I think 2000 might be asking a little bit much. You might want to drop it below 2000 if you want to sell that. But I can see where, that's the starting point. That's where he wants to start. And then maybe he'll negotiate down from there. But typically these AVRIs are pretty good guitars. It's probably the best you're going to get before you hit a custom shop, I think. Look at this. Look at this custom shop J45. I had that exact guitar. I bought it from the Gibson demo shop for $1,800. Mine wasn't a custom shop. So if this has a custom shop logo on the back, then that's a different story. Can't really read that. It says cherry. I don't know what the word before it is. That second word definitely says cherry. Rob says Craigslist is the MySpace or LimeWire of the internet. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I want to say that says vintage cherry. So this person is being a little misleading, I think. Unless we see the back of the neck. Nope. Okay, he's not misleading. Okay. This sticker here, that's the Gibson Custom Shop sticker. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know enough about this. I want to say custom shops have different serial numbers than just the regular American version. This I would be doing a lot more research on this if I was trying to buy this. I don't want to say this guy is lying, but I kind of want to say like custom shops either have like a CS number, custom shop number, because like your normal production line will have the Made in USA stamp with the 9 or 10, whatever, however many number stamp that is. There should be a booklet that comes with it. He doesn't have any pictures of the booklet. I mean, I don't know how, and this would say custom shop, wouldn't it? Wouldn't this be a custom shop sticker? I'm not 100% sure about that. I mean, I don't know if this guy's going to go out of his way to put a custom shop sticker on the back and make it look like a custom shop. I don't want to say he's doing that. No trades though. Don't try and trade anything. But that just seems like, I don't know. I don't know if that's custom shop or not. Even the case doesn't say custom shop on it. It just says Gibson Acoustic. If it had the booklet, if it had the little black booklet, I'd be more apt to thinking it was, but I'm not sure. But 3,200 is way too much for just a standard J45. Saxophone. What's that from? Anybody want to say? Anybody want to take a guess at who said saxophone? I'll give you a hint. It's a cartoon. It's got a Fender Mustang bass. Diatone. Orange Crush. These are solid state amps. Get a tube amp for yourself. Don't do solid state amps. If you can afford it, get yourself a tube amp. They're better. Got a nice little mandolin there. Little Taylor guitar. That's a lot of money. $3,000. Looks like it's got a lot of appointments on it though. It's pretty. It's got the cutaway. How do you feel about cutaways on acoustics? I have a friend who really likes cutaways on acoustics. He wants to get up and shred in there. Here you go. This is an amp you want to buy. DSL 40 from Marshall. You can definitely get it for less than $550. Call that guy and haggle with him because you can get this for, I got one for $350 in Nashville. $550 is a little high. You might as well just buy a new one because I don't think they're that much new. Little Fender Champ. I think that's another solid stator. Another Taylor. Really disappointed in the Dallas Craigslist as far as guitar gear goes. Here's another Fender AV, American Vintage 2. in Allen, Texas. Cool seafoam green if you like that. There's your V vintage. The V's for vintage. Serial number. Nice little plush case comes with it. That's a decent price. I would say $1,400 is pretty fair. Maybe you can get them down to 12. A lot of brass and woodwinds stuff. Not a lot of high-end guitars. Music Man. I never played a Music Man. I think that's like what Van Halen people like to play. I think he played Music Man's, right? A Timmy pedal. I don't know what that does. A little whammy bar. A whammy pedal. Wah-wah pedal. Hello. Man, not a lot of high-end guitar stuff, though. Boss Katana. 1971 Silverface Twin Reverb. If it's in good working order, $950 is not bad for that, but you have to click on it and see. Fender American Professional Tele, $1,400. Les Paul Studio Deluxe. If you're looking to get a entry-level Les Paul, that's a good price. $800 for that. It's American-made, handmade Gibson. $800, not bad. Ooh, this guy wants $1 for 3 Telecasters? Can't be. Let's see. 2 Tellies and an Esquire. Okay. Which one are the Tellies? Okay. Interesting. Tellies are great guitars. $1,700 for the 70th anniversary Esquire, Lake Placid Blue, so on the left. $1,700 also for the Tele Custom. That's the one all the way to the right. And $1,100 for the Chrissy Hind. I don't know who she is or he is. But if you're in the mood, there are a lot of Tellies in Texas. That makes sense. There's lots of Tellies in Nashville too. Another Tele here. Vintage. Mary AVRI Vintage Tele. $1,500. Not a bad price. Not a bad price for that. Another Tele. Man. It's like all that stuff. Here we go. 2000 Gibson Les Paul Classic Plus. $2,800. Way too much money. Way too much money for a guitar that's not all that old. You can go onto Reverb right now and get a brand new Les Paul Standard on Reverb Gibson Demo Shop for $2,100. Mint condition. This is nice. Don't get me wrong. Is it a special model here? Killer Vintage. Vintage. It's not vintage, dude. It's not vintage. A 25-year-old guitar. I'm not considering myself vintage. You hear me? I'm not that old yet. Keep banging my PRS over here. Let's see. At 25 years old, it's been gigged and been around. Pickups, electronics have been upgraded. Quadruple A flame maple top with some figuring on the mahogany neck. Looks like one-piece back. True gem from the Goodwood era. That's not the Goodwood. The 90s were the Goodwood era. And it's light, coming in at 8 pounds, 13 ounces. This guy is way overpriced. In my opinion. Way overpriced. $2,000. That's it. That's all I would pay for that. $2,000. Nothing was great about the Goodwood era except the wood. Les Paul style guitar, no thanks. Ooh, I got excited about the Orange Crush orange amp, but it's a solid state. If you're gonna go half stack with an orange, gotta get a tube head. Can't be solid state with a half stack. If you're gonna do it right. That's why he's selling it. He didn't do it right, and he knows it. He knows he didn't do it right. He's stuck with a big speaker and a solid state orange. You need tubes for that bad boy. Go get yourself some tubes. I don't like Strats, so I'm not even gonna look at it. Yamahas, they make good guitars. That's a cheap one though. PRS SE. Very sparse. Dallas. Craigslist. Not a lot of good stuff, I have to say. It started off strong. You had a D42 at the top. Started off real strong. Here we go. Les Paul Standard 2450. You can get a new one for 2500. Why? I don't understand people when they do this. What year is this? Does it say? Yeah, we could figure it out. This is a 2021 Gibson Les Paul Standard. Buy a brand new one for the same price. Who knows why that guy doesn't like it? But he doesn't like it for some reason. But he's got to lower the price if he wants to sell it. I think I'm going to call it a day on here. I think we're going to call it a day. There's really not much here. There's not much to look at in Dallas. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. Or maybe I'm just spoiled living in Nashville. You can literally think of anything in the world musically that you want, and someone in Nashville has it for sale. It's unbelievable. If you're a drummer, there's lots of drum equipment on the Dallas Craigslist. Hey, here we go. We got a Gibson over here. What do we got? Little 335 action, $2,300. That's a pretty good price. These are $3,000+ guitars. Looks like it's in good shape. It's got the gloss on it. It's not one of those faded models. Oh, it's Memphis made, which is always nice. Not that they're any worse now. They're made in Nashville now, but that's pretty good. Not too bad. You can probably get it for $2,000. He says no low ballers in his description there, so don't go at him with $1,500 because you ain't getting it. These things. I love these things. I just sold one of these. It took forever, and I didn't even sell it. I traded it in at Guitar Center for $75. It's one of these. Back in the day when I was first learning how to play guitar, these were the bee's knees. Everybody wanted one of these multi-effects pedals from Boss or Vox or Zoom. I had a Zoom one. And it's got 300 built-in presets, and you only use 2 of them. And you have to have like a PhD to program your sounds on these things. If you had one of these, raise your hands in the chat. But he's going to be hard pressed to sell one for $155, especially now with all like the free software you can get on the computer and stuff. It's unbelievable. But these were fun. They were a lot of fun when I was a kid. It was always too much for me. Here we go. We got a Vox AC30, $600. This is a steal. This is a steal, people. If it's in good working order, which it looks magnificently clean. Is it a 1x12? It's a 1x12. Okay. Usually AC30s are 2x12s. But, he's got his phone number there. Prank phone calls. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Voxes are amazing amps. This is only a single channel amp, though. Usually AC30s come with 2 channels, and you can actually link them together and use like an ABY foot switch, and you can make it like a switchable 2-channel amp. Make it very, very, very versatile. But this one doesn't seem to have that. So this is kind of a one-trick pony. Maybe $600 is about the right price. Because those, if you can get an AC30 for like under $8, it's usually a really good deal. But I've never seen the S1 model, or I've never played through an S1 model. You're going to have to rely on pedals. It's going to be more Fendery in usage, not sound, but in the way you use it functionality-wise. It's going to be more Fendery than a Voxy. Another composite Martin. What else we got? Another Taylor. I don't know anything about Taylors, but this seems to be a low-end one. It's probably one of the composite ones from them. Epiphone SG. $800. You're better off just getting like the SG Special from Gibson, which is only going to be a couple $100 more, and it's going to be an American-made guitar. What's this? 335 Epiphone. It's a case for it. You don't get the actual guitar. So the case is 50. That's a pretty good deal. If you need a hard shell case for a 335 style guitar, $50 ain't bad. Not too bad. Made in Mexico Strat. Gibson Les Paul Smartwood Exotic. Let's take a look at this. Kind of has like a Les Paul special, Les Paul studio kind of vibe, not a special studio vibe. Why do I think that? Because it doesn't have any binding. It's got a contour cut for the body. It's a thinner body than normal, so it's probably pretty light. That's probably why it's called Smartwood. It's got no finish on it, so it's bare bones. It's got the hard case. It has the paperwork. What's this say? It says Smartwood on it or something? Smartwood series. Okay, guess that might make it special. This is a 2000 because it has 00 in the front. This number system is a little bit longer than what they're using now because they put the two dates in the front. I think they started this in like 2013. Oh, actually, maybe they started in 2000 because it's 00. Might have started and then. But let's see what his description says. Maybe he tells you. Nope, he doesn't tell you. Tells you very little. This is bad salesmanship. You want to sell something, you got to give people details. You can't just say guitar for sale. You got to give people some info. Because now I don't trust you. I don't trust you know what you even have. So how are you even pricing it correctly? A little Mesa Boogie. What is this? This an amp? Less than $1,000. Something to look at. I don't know much about Mesas. I have a Mesa. Got a Badlander 50. A pretty gnarly guitar. PRS 408. I had one of these. These are really interesting guitars. They have the scale and the body shape of like a custom 22 or 24, but they have different pickups that are splittable. You can see all the different controls here. It's called a 408 because you can have up to 8 different pickup combinations. So you can have the bridge as a humbucker, or the neck as a humbucker, or the bridge as a single, or the neck as a single, or the bridge as a pickup and the neck as a single combination, vice versa, so on and so forth. They're supposed to be like the most versatile guitars PRS ever made. They stopped making them. I guess they didn't sell very well. But I had one. It was fun. I'm not the biggest PRS guy. I like the PRSs that look like Les Pauls and sound like Les Pauls. Like this one, like this Tremonti core model that used to be owned by the guitar player in Candlebox. How you like them apples? This was on tour with Candlebox. If you don't know who Candlebox is, you got to check them out on Spotify or whatever your music thing is, because they were a great 90s rock band. The Gibson Les Paul. These were cool guitars. They were cool guitars. Another DSL. See? Told you, $400. There was another DSL 40 up top that somebody wanted $550 for, and I said it was too much. You can get them for like $4. And here you go. Here's one for $400. Same amp. It's a great amp. All tube. Really gives you that nice Marshall sound that you're looking for. Gets so loud. Crazy loud. I have the DSL 100 head, and it's stupid loud. I got my hands on a Slash AFD, Appetite for Destruction amp. I'm going to be doing a video on that next week. Ooh, here we go. We got Bogner Shiva. I've never played through one of these. I have a really like kind of crappy Bogner Alchemist. I really like it. I had one way back when. It was like my first tube amp, and now I have the head version. I got it for $200 on Facebook Marketplace in Nashville. How can you not buy that? All tube Bogner amp for $200. The only thing is it's made in China and they break a lot. So, but these high end ones, these are all made in America. And they have tons of different features on them that make them really cool. But I've never played one of these high-end Bogners. But I don't know if you have $1,500, but people typically ask for a lot more money than 1500. Okay, Gibson Custom Shop case, $280 just for the case. Hey man, if you're a collector and you need a BB King case, there it is, there for you. Another PRS, another CE. That's a lot for a CE. 1750. I want to say that's a lot. Now we're getting into some good stuff here. 4003 Rick. I love Rick basses. Really want to get one. Gibson SG Standard with P90s for $1650. I don't think that's a bad deal if it was a brand new guitar, but if it's used, I want to say that's a little bit too much because I kind of think that new ones are like $1,900. So just buy a new one, get the warranty. I think that's where we are going to end it because there's really not much more here to see. Ooh, I had like 3 of these Schecter Sinister Gates signature models. These are so much fun to play. But then I got old and I'm like, I can't be playing this in front of people and trying to make believe I'm a kid still. So I stopped playing them. But I think that's where we are going to call quits for today, everybody. Thanks for those of you who watched. If you have questions, I see some people just joined the chat or the stream. If you have any questions and you want to keep me on, by all means, do so. If not, I'm probably just going to end the stream here. If you want me to search your city from guitar deals, I was just in Dallas. Dallas doesn't have very much, but there's 1 or 2 cool things there. Kind of think people are overpriced there, but there's not a lot in Dallas to look at. So if you have a city that you want me to look at on Craigslist for some deals, now is the time to ask, or else I was going to end the stream. Just drop your city down in the chat if you want me to look there. Or if you have any questions for me about guitar gear and trading guitar gear, if you're a follower of the channel, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, that would be extremely helpful for me. Anybody see Oasis? I'm going to see Oasis in Jersey. Oop, I said Oasis and I got another viewer there. So if anybody, now we got viewers. If anybody wants me to look through their city for some guitar deals, please drop your city in the chat and I will go to the local Craigslist in that city or the local Facebook page in that city and look for some guitar deals. Or if you have any general questions. No? Okay. If you have a city you want me to look at for some guitar deals, let me know. I'll look it up, or else I'm going to end the chat in about a minute or so. Or if you have any questions about guitar gear and trading guitar gear and whatnot, or just general music questions for me. Like I said, I'm going to see Oasis Memorial Day weekend in Jersey. Got great tickets. I actually bought tickets for both nights, and I sold the second nights because I can't stay there. I live in Tennessee, so I can't stay there for both shows. And I sold them for double on StubHub. Just went through the Dallas Craigslist. Was not impressed by the Dallas Craigslist for musical instruments. But then again, I'm very spoiled because I live in Nashville and you can get anything you want here. It's crazy. If you need any type of guitar equipment, amps, mics, guitars, banjos, fiddles, pedals, anything that you need musically, someone in Nashville has it for sale for a decent price. All right. I'm going to call it quits, everybody. Thanks to those of you who joined in and paid attention. Do me a favor, hit subscribe, hit the like button. And if you don't mind, follow me on Instagram too at Guitar Gear Trader, and email me your city. And next time I do a live stream, we'll go to your city. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.